so happy today. See my eyes? They are pink. I have conjunctivitis. This being contagious, I'm not able to go to school. Being bored at home, I decided to learn about this disease in detail. I found it very interesting, so I thought of sharing it with you. The disease conjunctivitis means infection or inflammation of conjunctiva. You know what's conjunctiva? I'll tell you what it is and will also show you the structure of eye. The eye is an important and one of the most complex sensory organs of human body. It helps us in visualizing objects and perception of light, color and depth. Now, let's see the structure of the eye. The main parts of the human eye are the sclera, cornea, iris, pupil, lens, aqueous humor, vitreous humor, retina, conjunctiva and optic nerve. Sclera is the outer covering, which is a protective white layer. Cornea is the front part of the sclera, through which light enters the eye. There is a dark muscular tissue and a ring-like structure behind the cornea. It is called iris. It is the color of the iris actually indicates the color of the eye. The iris helps to regulate the exposure of light. There is a small opening in the iris known as pupil. It controls the amount of light that enters the eye. Behind the pupil, there is a transparent structure called a lens. By the action of ciliary muscles, it changes its shape to focus light on the retina. It becomes thinner to focus on distant objects and becomes thicker to focus on the nearby objects. Retina is a light-sensitive layer that consists of numerous nerve cells. It converts images formed by the lens into electrical impulses. These electrical impulses are then transmitted to the brain through optic nerves. Optic nerves are of two types, cones and rods. Cones are more sensitive to bright light and they help in color vision. Rods are more sensitive to dim lights. They help in peripheral vision. At the junction of the optic nerve and retina, there are no sensory nerve cells. So, no vision is possible at that point and is known as a blind spot. The conjunctiva is a thin mucous membrane that lines the inside of the eyelids and covers the sclera. It is composed of non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. It is highly vascularized with many microvessels. The conjunctiva lubricates the front surface of the eye. It also protects the eye from debris, dust and infection-causing microorganisms. The functioning of eye is like this. Light enters the eye by passing through the transparent cornea and aqueous humor. The iris controls the size of the pupil, which is the opening that allows light to enter the lens. Light is focused by the lens and goes through the vitreous humor to the retina. Rods and cones in the retina translate the light into an electrical signal that travels from the optic nerve to the brain. So, that's about the structure of eye. Now, coming to my disease again, as the name suggests, it is the infection or inflammation of the conjunctiva. Do you know what causes this disease? The causes of conjunctivitis can be bacterial infection, viral infection, allergic reaction to substances such as pollen, household dust, and pet dander. irritants such as pollutants, smoke, chlorine in swimming pools, etc. There are certain risk factors for this disease. Risk factors include contact with secretions from eye of an infected person. Conjunctivitis is highly contagious. Exposure to irritants, exposure to allergens, extended use of contact lens, or unhygienic practices like not washing hands before taking off or inserting the lens. Now let's see, how can we prevent this disease? Practicing good hygiene can control the spread of pink eye. Also, do not touch your eyes after touching any other objects or surfaces without washing the hands. Do not share items such as makeup, pillows, or towels used by an infected person. Avoid sharing eye makeup and contact lenses with anyone. The most common symptoms include red or pink eye, irritation, itching, and a sensation of the presence of a foreign particle in the eye, watering eyes or discharge from eyes that is usually yellow or green in color, severe discharge in the night that makes opening the eyes difficult in the morning, light sensitivity, eyelid edema in severe cases, and blurred vision. One important thing that you should remember is don't ever assume that all red, swollen, or irritated eyes are pink eye. Such symptoms could also be caused by other reasons like seasonal allergies, iritis. These conditions are not contagious too. So, you have to consult an ophthalmologist before you take any medication. How can we treat this disease? Treatment of conjunctivitis is usually focused on symptom relief. In most cases, infective conjunctivitis don't need medical treatment and clear up in 1 or 2 weeks. If you wear contact lens, take them out until all the symptoms of the infection have gone. Lubricant eye drops may help ease soreness and stickiness in your eye. Gently clean away sticky discharges from your eyelids and lashes. Your doctor may recommend using artificial tears, cleaning your eyelids with a wet cloth, and applying cold or warm compresses several times daily. In most cases, you won't need antibiotic eye drops. Since conjunctivitis is usually viral, antibiotics won't help and may even cause harm by reducing their effectiveness in the future. In case of allergic conjunctivitis, the doctor may prescribe medications that help control allergic reactions, such as antihistamines and mast cell stabilizers, anti-inflammatory drugs, such as decongestants or steroids. You can also use eye drops to refresh tears, which will reduce dryness and irritation. I'm having allergic conjunctivitis. See the eye drops which I'm using? So friends, that's about my conjunctivitis. Please pray for my speedy recovery so that I can go to school and play with my friends. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel.